So it's time for Scallop Head. So we open with Martell getting some advice from his mama. Okay, so now Scallop Head is trying a new look. I like the scallop look. I think it fits your face well. I don't like this long. Okay, she coming through with the asymmetrical bob. That's cute in the confessional. I think they really need a divorce because Melody talking about how damn needy Martell is. Then you need to move on. So Martell is whining to his mama that his relationship with his pappy ain't good. Because, they were all stealing ATM machines together, but he's the one who went to prison. Prison. Meanwhile, across town, Tish is out of town, so Marceau gonna go to dinner with his mother-in-law. And she gonna try to run her daughter's marriage. All right, let's see how this works. So he says, you're here to help with the kids. And she said, if I see something that's a problem, I'm going to call it out. And I agree with him. There's one head of household. That's not your marriage. That's not your marriage. You got to stay out of it. You can counsel your daughter if she asks, but stay out of it. Stay out of your kid's marriage. Now she says, you trying to control me like you control Tish. Well, Tish lets herself be controlled, but you aren't married to him, so you don't have any rights to that relationship. It's not your business. It's your business adjacent, but it's not your business. She said, you want me to be a maid at your house. That's right. He treats his wife like a scullery maid, so you're on staff too, dear. You're on staff too. So now the mama bring up the 20 women's he's supposedly messing around with. I could see him with 5, but not 20. He is special kind of ugly. So she point blank asked him, are you having an affair? Or several. Child, he deflects and starts talking about we have a mutual goal and it's Tisha and she's at a critical point in her life, so we gotta help her. Okay. Okay, I noticed that side step. To the left, to the left, to the right, to the right. Okay, now Kimmy and I always want to call him like Dwayne or Dorian. Maurice. Now Kimmy and Maurice are getting into it because he was going to order food. And she was like, well, what about my kid? And he was like, is he here? And she's like, well, he still got to eat. Like, he's grown. He's 20-something. He's got his own bank account. If he wants to eat, he can order seamless. He can go by the grocery store. Like, he's grown. Grown. Out drinking grown. 21 grown. He does not need them to order him food. Like, I guess you could send him a message, but it'll probably be soggy by the time he gets home. I mean, I kind of get it. Like, if he was home, I'd be like, oh, yeah, I'll ask him. Like, we're all going to eat as a family. If he ain't home, y'all ain't got to order food for him. I mean, you could send a text, leave him some empanadas and some aluminum foil, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal to him. Now Kimmy wants an apology from Kiowa, and girl, is that what you want? Well, you're never going to get it. So she feels like he's not including Jaden, he's not including her in his decisions. I can't stand that. He don't want to rock the boat. He don't want to ask her to apologize because 1, she ain't gonna mean the shit. And 2, she doesn't want him to renege custody. And she feels like Monster and Kiowa's feelings are coming before her. Well, the kid is gonna come first, but yeah, that ex-wife, y'all should have been had to sit down. But you knew this situation was dysfunctional. And maybe in the back of your mind, you thought, mother to mother, I bet you she gonna keep that kid and he's gonna keep coming down for the summers. And you thought, okay, I'll have a little summertime kid. And now it's like he's moving heaven and earth to get that full time. He said, I'll put a house on it. So Martell and his pappy gonna go fishing. Okay, you can tell the father has had a rough life. And you can also tell Martell took those genes and turned them into something special. Like, wow, because that father, ooh, that's a rough face. Okay, so now he talking to his father, kind of low-key reading him for all the shit he missed in his life. And then he's like, I got a wife, I got a family. Yeah, that you're stepping out on every chance you get. So Martell wants to know what the pappy went to jail for. Well, the uncle was stealing ATM machines with you, so I imagined he was doing that. But the pappy says, I was a hustler, hustler. I was in a big rich town, and I had come from the poorest part. But legal or illegal, I had to make it. The pappy tells him, I'm proud of you for not being a me. You're your own version of ain't shit. So it's the day of Kimmy's event, but sadly it don't look like nobody's showing up. Then again, it's an outdoor event in hot-ass Huntsville. Child, you should have had that shit at a gymboree. or one of them bouncy places they always be taking the kids with the trampolines. So now Maurice goes over to Kimmy's sister and is like, so, you been in my business? And she says, well, you need to stand up for my sister. Maurice is saying, well, look, this is some shit from years ago that she ain't let go, and it's just been bad blood forever. And it's been building up for a long periodically time. Oh, Lord, now here come Melody to throw a little shade. Oh, Melody got on butt pads in her jeans, and she thought we wouldn't know, honey. You give her olive oil tea. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but you just can't pop up with padding and act like we ain't gonna see it. So they all have on Embrace t-shirts, which is Melody's skincare line. I didn't know the heifer had a skincare line. Child, everybody got a skincare line now. I really need to look into getting a chapstick. Maybe I'll call it Underlip. Underlip. Now, Mel, why are you giving Tisha a hard time for not being at the event? She's at a leadership conference and she needs leadership. So now we got the guys talking, and Martell said months ago, Melody texts that woman, won't even say her name, because she don't exist. And he says she keeps reliving it. No, you keep refucking it. So Melody thinks that Kimmy's event was a flop, and she doesn't want the comeback group's name attached to a flop. The comeback group is a flop, so it's actually equally yoked. In truth, Kimmy had an event. Y'all haven't done anything for North Huntsville. She's actually out here doing something. You need to be happy she's attached your defunct group's name to her good efforts. So Melody and Martell are totally over the comeback group and they want to dissolve the shit. Take the money and run. Martell said, look, I'll leave the money on the table. Let's just give it to him. I'm sick of it. You know what? For once, Martell, I agree with you. I'm sick of the comeback group too. Y'all just don't work together. You barely friend together. Now, Tish, greasy-headed just for me wearing Tish. You may not like Scallop Head's wig, but at least she's trying something new. Something foolish, but new. I mean, oh, Lord. This Wendy Williams ass shit, I mean, ugh. But you, honey, you are not the one to talk about anybody's head. Ever. Ever. You look like you do your hair at home over the sink. The bathroom sink. So Martell and Maurice want to keep the comeback group together. So Melody and Martell have to step outside for a moment for deliberare. Oh God, now Martell want to stay a part of the comeback group. The group ain't never come back. Melody, however, doesn't think that the others are bringing enough value to the table. Y'all act like you're hot shit, but you're really cold diarrhea, so I don't know. Melody's sick of his ass flip-flopping every 15 minutes, and so am I. But you should know that's what he does. Sometime he want to fuck you, sometime he want to fuck the mistress. The mistress. So they gonna stay a part of it, because, you know, Melody need a plot line. Melody, however, said, we're still two individuals, and I ain't fucking with you. So now we got Martell getting unilateral with it, saying, okay, look, we're going to be a part of the comeback group. Like, we ain't letting it go. Because Tish said, well, why don't you sleep on it for 24 hours and get back to us? He's like, oh, no, we're doing it. We're doing it. And Melody's like, who is we? I don't know this we. So after some more poorly edited footage, the meeting ends. And they're still just as confused as when they arrived. I'm sick of this comeback group plotline. Y'all just playing at it. So now Melody and Martell have a one-on-one. So Martell said, you embarrassed me in front of our friends. It's like, well, you embarrassed her in front of your friends with your supposed mistress. I think it's all for a plotline at this point. If you notice, all the reality shows are doing this thing where they have, like, these invisible characters that they don't have to pay and don't exist, but start all the shit. The guy who Michael grabbed, the producer who Nene supposedly knocked the tooth out of, and now Melody and Martell's mistress. I think it's just a lie. I think they're all lies. So Martell said, look, I want to be in the group, but if the shit go foul, I can just pull out. And she said, like you pull out of our marriage and like you pull out of your mistress. Oh yeah, I know about your pulling out. And she's like, look, if I'm going to be a part of it, I'm going to be a part of it. I don't want to have to run when shit gets rocky. Now, I got to give Melody a point. He was ready to dissolve it or give it away, and now he want to be a part of it. Make up your mind. Chat. Oh my God, he says she needs to take my opinion into account. How can she when it changes every 5 minutes? He too busy trusting big butts and smiles. Melody, I told you to leave his ass, but you didn't want to listen to me. You wanted to get pregnant.
I want you to beat my ass. Beat my ass. I want you to beat my ass. I want you to put fist to the face. Fist to the face. I want you to whoop. I want you to kick. I want you to beat my ass. I want you to beat my ass. I want you to beat my ass. I want you to baby, beat my ass. I want you to beat my ass. Okay, she got a hit with that one. Oh, wait, no, that was me. That was me. Anyway, it don't matter.
So, as my mugs say, tell a kin, tell a friend, tell that heifer you hate to head over to the Biffa Emporium for a cute collection of hoodies and mugs. Link below.
All right, let's get to